insane you are. How did you get up there? Come down now. It's too high.
You could have fallen.
You could have fallen.
Hi. Okay. Eric was a pro skier, lived all over the world, daredevil, bad boy, but a beautiful bad boy. You know what I mean? I mean, like, beautiful inside, abundant, spiritual. Like, Eric was a better person than me. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was naughty, but he was a better person than me. The memories are beautiful. Yes, I've got bad memories, you know, and I mean, of course I've got bad memories. Every relationship does. But most of the memories are fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful. I remember we really crushed 6 years, you know, like, what didn't we have in there? But I can still remember the feelings of falling in love with him. I can remember very specific moments too.
like being in Norway before we were fully together. After his mom died, I went to Norway, and I was still living in Manhattan, and he was in Venice Beach. And I was sitting on the couch, and he was sitting at the dining room table, the one that I have in our apartment now that we brought over from Norway. And he was trying to write his eulogy. And he looked over at me, and he said he loved me. I was like, did he just say he loved me? We used to like to sit out on the balcony at night during the summer in our gravity chairs and think Pink Floyd, How I Wish You Were Here. On the patio, and there you can see the out patio, a couple of chairs, and we used to take a little speaker out there, drink a little wine or beer, and then just smoke a little weed, and we'd sit there holding hands. Eric liked to do this lazy costume where he'd put earbuds in, and he had a very realistic dildo. And he would hang that out of his pants, and people say, what are you? He's like, I'm just rocking out with, my cock out. I was like, oh my God. So I see all of it. I see the crazy costumes, I see the lights flashing, I see the dildo, I see Eric's face. Like when he proposed, when we jumped out of a plane, and he landed first, and then he got down on one knee, and he's like, will you marry me? I'm like, yes. If we backtracked, a billion years, something led us to each other, like all of it, like all of these connections. And Lane, it's like hot summer day, and we lived on the boardwalk in Venice, and it was this shit show. In Harlem, I even had a washer and dryer. Nobody has that in Manhattan. And then I moved to Venice. I was like, no washer and dryer. It's kind of like this shithole on the beach, but I didn't care. And I remember the sun filtering in through those broken blinds, and my head on his chest, and that's one of the happiest I've ever been. Ever. Feeling completely content. And I always said that about Eric, it's like I wanted to die in his arms. And he got to die in mine. Grief doesn't give a shit. It loves to grab you by the throat whenever it feels like. And it terrifies you. I cannot tell you how many strangers I've cried with this year in their arms, how many people have hugged me. It's embarrassing, but it's also not. I also don't care, because I can't hide how I feel about Eric. I still show people Eric's pictures all the time. I'm so proud of him, so proud of him. I'm as proud of him now as when he was alive. I always show people pictures of, like, oh, this is my husband, and he was the biggest thing in my life and the most important thing in my life, and I don't know how to let him go. So many memories. Our anniversary, all those things I told you the first time we made love, Christmas, his birthday, when we got engaged, jumping out of a plane. The hospital's the hardest. The hospital is so hard. I fucking hate the hospital. I hate those memories. It's like I feel like I'm in a black abyss. I like claw my way out for these little bright spots, but I'm like yesterday I was in the bathroom till 3 p.m. just trying not to take a pill, trying not to have a drink, just crying and screaming for Eric.
driving to the mountains in Utah, we always held hands in the car. So, like, what reminds me of Eric, I mean, where I feel him the most, never anything more than the mountains of Utah have I felt him. You go from making memories, especially us, just constantly, you know, we did everything together, not in a codependent way, in the way that we love to. You know, we didn't have a traditional marriage. We were together a lot, and at the end of the day, all we really gave a shit was about each other. And certainly he only really gave a shit about me. The blur really started the second that he went to the hospital. Seen him take his last breaths. Them telling me that he was dead on the dining room floor. And then reviving him. And then the coma. And then making the decision to take him off life support. I sent him off to wherever he went, you know, with an Emperor King send-off. I hope I get to go that way with so much love and people. And, you know, he got lifted up to wherever he went with a lot. I remember Jen sent me that picture. It's just the one that breaks my heart the most, but it's the one that says everything. They used to say that the only time his heart would beat like crazy is when I walked into the room and he heard my voice. I had snuck our cat into the ICU a couple of days, and she sat with him for hours. I shook him. I said, "You don't leave me. You don't get to leave me." I could have kept him alive. He wasn't gonna die. The way he pulled me from behind while we gazed at the full moon from our balcony. 1 second, your entire world is shattered. Shattered. Everything that you knew 2 seconds ago is gone. I ask, you know, what is grieving? Grieving is fear. You know, it's the unknown. It's the time period between your weakest, most suicidal self and your strongest, most enlightened self. And it's cracking wide open and transforming. Now I can see the process of grieving and what it gives you. It's grief is your teacher, and it's the agonizingly best teacher for what we hate talking about the most, death. I've become grateful for the grief because it helps me see beyond what I thought I knew.
turning you to the museum.
That little town, there was nothing beautiful. There weren't any playgrounds. There weren't any cinemas. There weren't any things in my town. But there were, I don't know, there were sun, there were moon, stars. There were streets. There were dust that we feel.
That country is now far away. You left because your life was in danger. You've arrived in a place where your life cannot start.
Just got to swing around short.
You're an asylum seeker.
I was really scared. I will never return to my country.
You didn't choose this city. The government did. On unfamiliar streets, among unfamiliar people, it's easy to feel adrift. Look around. You are invisible. No one here has time to hear your story.
In this country, people doesn't know you. If you are a doctor, if you are a teacher, if you are a politician, they don't know you.
This is your street. Though you have many neighbors, you do not know their names. This is where you live while you wait for your asylum interview. You share this house with others who are also seeking refuge. But that doesn't mean you have much in common.
From different countries.
Different languages.
Different cultures.
Separate lives.
When I go downstairs, they go upstairs. When I go in the kitchen, they'll leave to the other room.
They, like you, are waiting. They, like you, are in limbo. This is your room. You'll spend a lot of time here since you're not allowed to work.
You feel like you're a prisoner.
Unable to move forward, the hours pass slowly here. You're tormented by thoughts of those you've had to leave behind.
I feel guilty because I left my son and wife alone. I feel I'm bad man.
You're caught between two lives. Your family under threat back home, and the new life you hope to create for them.
I remember one time I called them before I go to my English class, and just I called them, "Are you okay?" They said, "We are now in the forest. We are waiting a chance to throw the border. Maybe we lost one of our children. Maybe we lost one of our family."
Images and memories plague you. You feel your mind slipping. You have to try and clear your head. Would be easy, but it's not.
Between 300 and 400 questions.
Some people make some mistakes in their interview.
It will be the exam which make your future life.
Day after day, you rehearse this interview.
I need a clear timeline of events. When did they first make these threats? How did it get worse? What did they do to you? What did they actually say? I need you to be more specific.
Stay focused. They are looking for inconsistencies.
What injuries did you sustain? Do you have any documentary evidence? And this was at 3 in the morning. Have your statement. You said it was in the afternoon. Why didn't you just move?
You have to be respectful.
And that was the last time that you saw your family?
You have to hold
And you just left them there? In danger?
And sometimes he might pick a question that you can't answer.
Okay. August the 22nd, the day you say they came.
You have to concentrate.
What happened?
And give the answers as they come.
You previously stated they arrested you at your home. Can you clarify? Was anyone else there when you were arrested? Where were you being? No. Whereabouts in the building? What was the view from the window? Can you describe how many men were present? What were they wearing? What did they want? Anyone witness the abuse? Why did you not mention that you were? How long did they hold you for? Why have you changed your mind? What is it that you fear will happen to you if you return to your country? Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
We didn't choose to leave our country. I fled from the war. And here, I'm nothing. I'm just a refugee. This very, very, very heavy word.
Try to get some rest. You may be here for some time.